So yeah, as Brian has said, my name is Greer Stone. I currently have the privilege and honor to serve on the Palo Alto City Council, and really here today to just encourage you all to help elect Ed to serve alongside me and so many of our council members that are here today in support. I've been serving the city of Palo Alto for almost 10 years now, first as a member and chair of the Palo Alto Human Relations Commission, then served on the Santa Clara County Human Rights Commission, and now, of course, on the City Council. And as someone who has served the city in a variety of roles, I understand the importance of electing candidates who have experience serving this community. And that's one of the words that really just keep coming up whenever I talk to anyone about Ed is experience. Ed has 13 years of experience already serving the city and its residents. And even more important than experience is Ed's just impressive track record of getting stuff done. Ed has served on 2 city commissions, the Parks and Recreation Commission, now the Planning and Transportation Commission, a commission that he chairs. His city and his business experience, coupled with his ability to just work well with his colleagues, all combine to produce actionable, common sense solutions. And let me just tell you, as the newest city council member, that's a lot harder than it looks. My day job, I'm a teacher. I teach at Carlmont High School. And as a teacher, I have developed a sixth sense for when someone doesn't do their homework or when someone's not prepared. And I can safely say that Ed is always prepared. He always does his homework and always shows up to his PTC meetings, his every housing element working group meeting, which he also co-chairs, fully prepared and ready to identify opportunities, appreciate the impacts, flag any possible issues or unintended consequences, and then really focuses on practical outcomes that just make sense for our residents. His approach is always based on solid research and analysis and listening to all points of view. And that's really just a quality that I really look for in elected leaders. So in addition to his just unquestionable work ethic, Ed is a critical thinker who often comes up with creative ideas to bridge policy gaps in debates that are really just kind of blocking closure on an issue. He has built an outstanding reputation with current council members, city staff, and colleagues for his respectful and productive leadership. And, after all, you're not elected chair of a commission 5 times if you're not really good at being able to get along with your colleagues. But that said, he's willing to take a stand on issues and fight even when he is the sole dissenter in the group. And that principled leadership is absolutely key, I think, especially in a world where political parties and factions seem to dominate. Ed is willing to stand alone to fight for what he believes in. And one of the many examples of this was regarding the staff recommendation for the North Ventura neighborhood. And he just vociferously objected to that report because he believed it was antithetical to the interests of the neighborhood and the goals the council had established. And personally, I think he was right. And so when it came to council, we rejected the staff approach and sent them back to the drawing board. I think we all really value not only the PTC's work, but Ed's careful analysis. And so ultimately, Ed gets it. He understands the city process. He knows staff well. I'm sure in his sleep, he is reviewing ordinances, master plans, budgets, capital improvement projects. Kind of sounds like a nightmare to me, but I think that's his normal dream to be having. He just knows his way around the city. Ed is an independent thinker, an effective leader, and just more importantly, he's really a good guy. One of the perks of campaigning for public office is that you get to really know the people that you are running alongside with, for better or for worse. And I was fortunate to really get to know Ed. We both ran together in 2020. We were at countless debates, coffees, and many closed-door endorsement meetings. And one thing that you find out quickly is a lot of candidates, they will tweak their messaging depending on the audience that they are in front of. And especially when you're in closed-door endorsement meetings, you hear very different perspectives sometimes. Not Ed. Ed was consistent at all times. He didn't care if the messaging was not coming out right to a particular group. He stuck with his message because he believes in his message. He believes in his vision for the city. And I even recall when my ballot arrived to vote for council, common sense would kind of tell you just vote for yourself. Don't risk diluting the voter pool. But I ran because I love this city, but I believe, and I still do, that we can always do better. And so I believed in Ed's vision for the community, and so I voted for myself, and I voted for Ed proudly, and I'm planning on doing so again this year because once again, Ed understands the city, he understands these issues, and he's just going to do a really, really wonderful job. So let's help Ed win this seat so we can bring his incredible talents, his passion, and his experience to the city council and continue helping making Palo Alto just an incredible and safe place for us all to live in.